Hey everyone and welcome to the club. Today I'm going to be showing you how to draw Lycanroc's midday form from Pokemon. Let's get started in the center of our page with the eye. So I'm going to go over to the left side of center and draw an angled line going from the outside of the eye, come down at an angle towards the inside. Now we're going to leave a gap in the center and do the same thing on the right. So let's line up the inside, draw an angled line going up and out towards the right. Now we're going to tuck the eyes in underneath the eyelid. So on the left side, we're going to step in and draw a half circle, going around and then back in towards the inside of the brow. Do the same thing on the right. Now we're going to draw two smaller half circles on the inside of the eye for the iris. So we're going to step in, curve down, and then just pull that up towards the inside of the eye. And then we're going to draw two smaller half circles along the top and the middle for the pupil. We're going to fill those in black. Now lined up with the inside edge of the eye, we're going to draw two straight lines that come down. So we're going to go all the way to the top of the head, draw a straight line that comes down just past the bottom of the eye. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Now let's connect those 2 points with two angle lines coming up towards the middle. Now we're going to step down and draw on the snout. So underneath the left eye, we're going to start out here, curve down, round out the end of the snout, and come up on the right side. It's almost like drawing a large U shape. Now let's draw the nose. So along the bottom curve, we're just going to step in and draw a smaller curve going across. Now we're going to connect the top with a curve going up and then back down. Now we're going to go back to the top, we're going to curve around the eyes and then in behind the snout. So let's start on the left side, go right up against the eye, and pull that in so there's a little bit of an overlap on the side of the snout. Alright, so now that we've drawn the face, let's move up and draw on the ears. So in line with this line here, we're going to step up, curve up and out towards the left. In line with the right side, we're going to curve up and out towards the right, towards the tip of the ear. Now from the top, we're going to curve in the opposite direction and come down. Let's draw on the inner ear detail. So in between these 2 points, we're going to draw a curve, but we're going to leave a little gap on either side. Stepping in, just curve across. Now we're going to follow the same curve going up towards the top. And then along the inside. Let's do the same thing on the right. In between these 2 points, now let's add a color separation at the tip of the ear. So from this point, I'm just going to angle down and out towards the left, go back to the top, come down and out towards the right. Now in between the ears, we're going to step up and draw a curve for the top of the head, going across. Now let's draw the fur along the side of the head. We're going to start on the left side of the ear, we're going to step up and draw a curve coming out and then down. Go to the right side and do the same thing, coming out and then down. Now from here we're going to curve in the opposite direction in towards the head. We're going to leave a little space on the side. Starting on the left, we're going to come down and then pull that in. Now we're going to draw another point. From the left side, we're going to come down and out. And then again, we're going to curve in the opposite direction in towards the face. Again, leaving a little space. And then we'll add one smaller one along the bottom. Starting on the left, we're going to curve down. And we're going to pull this up towards the side of the snout. Coming up and then in. Now let's add two large spikes on the side of the ear. So on the left side, we're going to step up, curve up and out towards the left, go to the right side and do the same thing. Now we're going to curve in the opposite direction in behind the fur. Just behind these 2 points, we're going to draw another spike. So right in between here, we're going to curve out and and down. And then we're going to pull that back up in towards this intersection. Coming in and then up. Now we're going to go in between and add some more fur. So let's start with the center one first. On the inside of the left ear, curve up and over the right ear. Now we're going to curve this back and tuck this in behind the inside of the right ear. Let's add two more along the side here. On the left side of the ear, we're going to curve out and then pull that up. Now we're going to curve down, taper this in behind this spike. Let's take that and flip it over on the right side. So we're going to line this up on the side of the ear, curve up and out, and then taper this down towards the spike. In between the spike and the fur, we're going to curve this one coming down. So about halfway along the spike, curve out and then down. Now we're going to curve this back in, going across and then down. In behind these 2 points, we're going to add a large one going outwards. So let's start in between these two, going out and then curl it up. I'm going to curve this back down in behind this spike. Now let's take that and flip it over on the right. Starting in between, come out at an angle, and we'll just pull that back up. And we're going to curve this down in behind the spike. Alright, so we completed the head. Let's work our way down the body. So in the center, we're going to step all the way down the middle, start with a point. From this point, I want to curve up and out underneath this spike. Now we're going to go back to the center and curve over towards the right. We're going to tuck the left leg underneath the spike and this fur. So let's start with the inside edge. From this point, we're going to step up, come down. Now we're going to curve this over towards the right slightly. Let's go to the outside. So underneath the spike, we're going to taper the leg coming down towards the ankle. Starting out here, come down, start to pull that in towards the right, towards the same height. Now we're going to add the claws. From the left side, I'm going to curve out towards the left and then pull that down. On the right, we're going to go in the opposite direction, coming down to the same height. Now we're going to curve up in the opposite direction towards the center toe. So from here, we're going to come in and up. We're going to leave a little gap in the center. Now we're going to overlap the middle toe. From here, we're going to step up, curve down, in towards the middle. Now let's separate out the claw. On the left side, we're going to curve up and then just pull that down towards the bottom of the toe. Do the same thing in the middle and then on the right side. There's a color separation along the center of the leg here. So right in the middle, draw a point, curve out and down towards the left. Go back to the center, curve down and out towards the right. On the right side, we're going to pull this leg in behind the front leg. So let's start from this point. We're going to step up, draw an angled line coming down and then in behind the front leg. Now let's go to the outside. Underneath the spike, we're going to curve down towards the ankle. Coming down. Now we're just going to start to pull that in to right about there. Now let's draw on the claw. From this point, we're going to curve out and then down. Now from here, we're going to curve out. So we're just going to taper this over. And you're going to layer the second toe on top of this. So stepping up, curving down, and then we're just going to pull this in behind the front leg. Let's separate out the claws. So from down here, we're going to go up and then down. Do the same thing on the second toe. Now let's add that color separation. So up here, we're going to raise this a little bit higher than the one on the left. Right here, we're going to draw a point, curve out, down towards the left, and then down towards the right. Now we're going to see a little bit of the hind leg back here on the side. So starting over from the front leg, curving out, and then we'll pull that down to right there. Let's add in the claw, curving out, and then down. Now we're going to curve in the opposite direction, coming up. We're going to repeat what we have down here in this area. Stepping up, curve down and in towards the middle, curve up towards the right. Now you're just going to see a little bit of the right toe. Stepping down, we'll curve out underneath the leg. Now let's separate out the claw, a curve along each toe. Now the final thing we're gonna do is layer the tail in behind the body. So let's start just in the middle, right up here above the spike. I'm gonna curve up and out towards the left, and we're just gonna hook that down. I'm gonna taper this back with a short curve coming in. Now let's do an overlap. We're gonna step out, curving over that line, coming around. Now we're just gonna pull that down and start to bring that in towards the right. Now we're gonna hook this back again, curving up. Let's do another overlap. From here we're gonna step up, curve, in behind the fur. Now right here we're gonna switch directions and come out towards the tip of the tail. So it's gonna come around, come down, and then out towards the left. Now we're gonna taper this in behind the hind leg, coming up and back. And that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's Lycanroc's midday form from Pokemon. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Make sure you subscribe and send me your requests in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.